everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'm sorry I'm playing with my hair so much. It just is sticking up right now and I don't know why. So anyway, today in this video I'm going to tell you guys a really weird story about how this one person mistook a model in one of my knitting books for someone he knew, and I thought this was a little bit weird. And so this is a story just to let you guys know, when you think you know somebody or they look like someone you know, just say they look like someone you know. Don't always say you know that person that is like in a book like this, just because some people will think that's a little strange, and some people will think, do you really know that person, or are you just making that up, or blah 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 blah. So just be mindful when you say that. Just say, that looks like somebody I know, blah 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 blah. And today's story is about how someone saw me reading this book right here, and they mistook the person in the book for someone they knew. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started about, I think, almost 2 or 3 years ago. Excuse me? Sorry, so this all started about, I think, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I was at a local park with a group of people because we were hanging out for the day. I think we were doing price comparison at the local farmers market. Please excuse me. Sorry about that. So anyway, after I finish eating my lunch early, I decided to pull out my book, and this is the book I pulled out. This is my knits from an English Rose book. And I decided to pull it out and start reading it and look at the pictures while I wait for everybody to finish their lunch. So I go through my book, and then all of a sudden this guy goes,
I think I know this lady from somewhere.
So I look at the guy like, what? And he goes,
The lady on the cover of your book. I know her somewhere. I think I know her from blah 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 school, blah 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 wherever.
so I look at the guy like, are you confused? Because, are you sure? I've never seen this girl anywhere at our school, because the person and I attended the same school. And I was like, I have never seen her except for in this book. I'm like, I don't really know what you're talking about. So I'm just super confused. And he keeps talking about it. So the supervisor is like, what's up? And he goes, oh, I know the lady that's on Mena's book, blah, 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 blah. I know her from school or wherever, blah, blah, blah. And the supervisor looks at the lady in my book, and she goes, that doesn't really look like you. Let's rewind that. So the supervisor goes, that's just a model in the book. And he goes, are you sure? Because I think I know that lady. Then the supervisor explains to him it's a model in a book. So are you trying to say the model in the book looks like someone you had seen around before? Blah, 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 blah. Because I don't think you would see her at school or wherever, and blah, 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 blah. Blah, because, she might, and I think what he was trying to say was the lady on the cover of my book looked like someone he had seen around school before. And I thought that was a little weird that he mistook the lady in the book for someone he knew. And this supervisor explains to him how it's only a model in a book, and they had never seen anyone seen her around school or wherever, because she's only a model in a book. So I think what he was trying to say was he saw somebody that looked like this model on my book. So that's what I think he was a little confused about. And so I thought that was a little bit weird at first, but I could kind of see what he is talking about, because he mistook the lady on the model on the cover of my book for someone he knew from school or wherever. Excuse me? And the guy, sorry about that. And the guy was like, oh, so he finally realized his misunderstanding, and he was like, oh, I just thought it was someone I knew, blah, 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 blah. Because he kind of got really excited and thought it was a person he knew. And I thought it was a little strange because I had never seen that lady around school before. And I told him, that's only just a model on my book. And so the supervisor and I were both picking up that he was talking about how the lady on my book looked like someone he had seen around school before, and he didn't really word it correctly, which I can totally see because I don't word things correctly. So we kind of picked up what he was talking about, and we realized that he was trying to say that the lady on my book looked like someone he knew instead of knew. And I think he should have said that instead of saying I had seen that lady around school before. So I think he just got his words a little mixed up, but it happens. I do it all the time. And so after that, I put my book away so I don't distract anybody. And the supervisor starts off with a new lesson about how to recognize people or whatever it was. And I thought that was a good thing, and because we don't want to mistake models for people we know. So the moral of the story is, people on books may look like someone you know, but you don't really want to say you know the person all the time, because people think that's a little weird. And I understand it can be quite confusing when you see models that look like people you know, and you can mistake them for knowing someone. Just say, oh, that looks like someone I know. Don't say, I know this model, because it might seem a little strange, or you could just strange because people will think that's a little weird. So always make sure you word your stuff correctly instead of saying, I know this person, like the cover on the model of a magazine, a cover of a model on a book. Or you could just say that looks like someone I know. So always just word your stuff correctly so people don't get confused. So that was a story about how somebody mistook a model on my book for someone they knew. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please shoot a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.